Hi guys, this is me, Cloudy Niyaiwala. I am 13 years old student at Ryan School Online Academy, also in Bed 5. एंड आज हमारा टास्क है कॉल एनी सेशन का तो हम शुरू करते हैं. Hello
Hey,
Maya, how
it
are
feels
you?
like ages since we last talked.
Hello Maya, how are you?
Oh, doing all right. Just hanging out in the digital world. You know how it is. What's up with you? Anything interesting going on?
ओके माया, आज हम आपसे थोड़े से क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. आपने उनके जवाब देने हैं. मेरा पहला आज से क्वेश्चन ये है, व्हाट डज आई एम फाइन यूजुअली मीन?
Gotcha. So, I'm fine. That's a tricky one, right? Usually it means someone's attempting to signal they're okay, but it can really mean a whole bunch of other things. Often it's a way to shut down the conversation without actually talking about what's going on. People say it when they're not really fine at all. What makes you ask?
Okay, and my next question is, why do people say I am fine even when not okay?
Right, good question. A lot of reasons, honestly. Sometimes it's about politeness, not wanting to burden someone else with their problems. Other times it's about avoiding vulnerability or not wanting to appear weak. And sometimes people just don't want to deal with it, you know? It's easier to slap a fine on it than to unpack everything.
Okay,
Does
nice.
that ring true to you at all?
Okay, nice. And my next question, can I am fine hide true feelings?
Absolutely. Saying I'm fine when you're not is a prime example of implying or hiding your true feelings. It's a way to present a certain face to the world that doesn't match what's actually going on inside. People do it all the time. It's almost a social script in a way. Why do you ask about implying specifically? Is there something on your mind?
Okay. And my next question is, how do you feel if a friend say I am fine but look sad?
Ooh, that's rough. If a friend told me that, said they were fine but clearly looked sad, I'd feel concerned, honestly, and probably a little helpless. Like I'm being told one thing, but my gut is telling me something else entirely. I'd probably gently try to check in again, maybe ask if they actually want to talk about what's bothering them. It's a tricky spot though, because you don't want to push if they're not ready. What would you do in that situation?
Okay, and my next question is, what is a polite way to ask again?
Good question. You want to show you care without being pushy, right? Something like, hey, you said you're okay, but you seem a little down. No pressure at all, but I'm here if you want to vent. Or is everything all right? You don't have to share if you don't want to. Keeps the door open without demanding an answer. Short and sweet.
Okay,
Does that sound like a good
my question
approach?
is that, what is a polite way to ask again?
Ah, my apologies. Looks like I didn't quite nail the explanation the first time around. A polite way to ask again would be something like, you mentioned you're fine, but I noticed you seem a little upset. Feel free to ignore me if you'd rather not talk about it, but I'm here to listen if you change your mind. It's about acknowledging their initial answer, then gently offering support. Does that make more sense?
Okay, nice. That my next question is I am fine always positive? Positive.
Nope, definitely not always positive. That's kind of the thing, right? Well, I'm fine can sometimes be a genuine statement of well being. It's often used to mask negative emotions. It's a social convention and sometimes a defense mechanism. It's rarely a totally honest answer. Do you think people always mean it when they say it.
Okay, nice. And my next question is, do people use I am fine to advise problems?
You're onto something there. People absolutely use I'm fine to avoid talking about problems. It can be a way of signaling, don't go there, or I don't want to deal with this right now. It's like putting up a little wall. It doesn't solve the problems, of course, it just postpones them. It's a way of self soothing, I guess, even if it's not a very effective one. What makes you think about people using it to avoid problems?
Okay, my next question is, what can people say instead of I am fine?
Good question. Loads of things depending on how they actually feel. Instead of a flat, I'm fine, someone could say, I'm a bit stressed, to be honest, or things are tough right now, but I'm hanging in there. Even just, I'm okay, but could use a hug is way more honest. Anything that acknowledges their actual emotions is better than defaulting to fine. It opens the door for connection. What do you think? Any alternatives come to mind?
Okay, nice. And my next question is, why is it important to listen carefully?
Okay, so listening carefully is huge. It's not just about hearing the words someone says, it's about picking up on mm, everything else. Tone. Huh? Sorry, I think the
Okay,
connection might
and
have
my
glitched
next
there. You
question
said
is,
something.
how can you support someone who say I am fine but it is not?
That's a tough one because you don't want to push, but you also want to show you care. I think the key is gentle persistence and validation. Okay, just to clarify, were you right? So gentle persistence and validation.
Continue, sorry,
All right, so
my fault.
no worries, it happens. Okay, so back to supporting someone who says I'm fine when they clearly aren't. You can try saying something like, I hear you saying you're fine, but I'm noticing you seem a little down. I'm here to listen if you ever want to talk, no pressure. Then just be present. Offer a hug, make them a cup of tea, just be a quiet support. Sometimes people just need to know someone is there without needing to actually talk. What do you think about that approach?
ओके तो हमारे सो गाइस ये था हमारा छोटा सा कॉल लेने का सेशन हम आपसे अगले कॉल लेने के सेशन में मिलते हैं जब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़
I'll, uh, I'll